Hello and welcome to the Root Network. My name is Pastor Archie Collins, and I'm glad that you're with us on today as we talk about a checklist for walking in victory over the attacks of the enemy. You know, in our daily living, we wake up every day, we're trusting God, we're following God, but just like He has a plan for our life, so does the enemy. The enemy wants to ultimately get you off of God's plan, get you out of His wisdom, so that He can get you away from seeing, recognizing, and experiencing the power of God. I mean, because why would He want you to experience God's power and then go and testify of that power? Why would He want your life to be a light in the life of another? So He wants to work overtime by attacking the way you think to get you to believe something other than God. In order to, I might as well just say it, in order to make a fool out of you. The enemy wants you not walking in the wisdom of God so that you'll never find your way to the will of God or the way of God. And when you find yourself out of His will and out of His way, you find yourself further away from manifested blessing in your life. So we want to talk about how to recognize His attacks and then walk in victory over those attacks. And I'm going to give you a checklist. It's going to be 10 things, and we'll take 2 at a time in our sessions together and just go from there. So number 1, if you want to walk in victory over the attacks of the enemy, you're going to need to recognize the reality of spiritual warfare. In 1 Peter 5:8, it says, "Stay alert, watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour." Verse 9 says, "Stand firm against him and be strong in your faith. Remember that your family of believers all over the world is going through the same kind of suffering you are." So when the enemy is attacking you, you want to first recognize the reality of spiritual warfare. Understand that if there's something going on in your health, your finances, in your marriage, with your children, a lot of the times it's not just happening. This is an attack of the enemy designed to get you to believe something other than what God said. God says you're blessed, but the devil wants to come and put all these circumstances in front of you that says you're broke or you're broke in, and God is not going to fix it, that you're just lost. You have to understand that there is a battle that is taking place. Now, the victory is already yours. Jesus has already overcome the world. He's already defeated the enemy, but there's a battle between these 2 ears in your mind where the enemy wants to get you to think something different than what God said so that he can get you to live in a different way than what God has promised. So keep that thinking in check by first remembering this is a battle, but I've already won. So acknowledge that these battles exist and that the enemy seeks to undermine your faith and that he is seeking to steal your joy. Thank you so much for watching the Root Network with us on today. We're so glad to be able to share how to be fruitful from the root to the fruit in every area of your life. Make sure that you like this, that you share this, that you subscribe to this so that you can continue to help us spread this gospel of grace and this ability to be fruitful all over the world. Again, remember you're victorious, and we thank God for you. We'll see you next time on the Root Network.